It's Vanessa Jean again. We are on a beautiful retreat with our frontline leaders here in Margaret River, and we're just in the middle of bushland, and it's a beautiful place that we used to bring people on retreat, and now we have the joy of bringing our frontline leaders here, and it's beautiful. So today I just want to share a little bit with you around some of the joy we've had from this, and I feel like it has begun with this here talking stick, which Paul has brought back from, hey Kerry, which Paul has brought back from Africa. So this is it here, it's beautiful. And the power of this talking stick has been incredible. So I've been part of many circles for a long time, and then for a long time not anything I've been going to regularly with a talking stick. And I feel like I haven't experienced anything this powerful as what we've had here with our frontline leaders in a long time. It's been very sacred and very special and very blessed, because we've had our sacred circles where we can all share and come together in the energy of creation and expansion, and also in the energy of looking at what lies within, looking at the stuff we want to dissolve. And I feel like this beautiful stick here, this gorgeous talking stick, has allowed us all to step into areas maybe we wouldn't otherwise go. And certainly for me personally, as I hold this stick and speak to you about me, I felt like it's enabled me to be vulnerable, to talk about some of the challenges that I've had, and our journey, a little bit on our journey. So in doing so, it's helped me to really realize the joy of that for people, to realize that we're human as well. I don't know why people would think everything's perfect for us all the time. It's not. We just choose to return to love and choose to return to joy. But I'll tell you, with the birthing of anything, an intensity of contraction can sometimes happen. And I feel like that's happening for a lot of people right now. And I feel like there's pain with that contraction, and we sometimes forget to surrender to the contraction and to breathe again. Has anyone experienced that before? It's like, this is really painful, what do I do? And it can take us really out of ourselves and diving into some habits that we feel we don't want to go there with, that we may feel like we kicked those habits. And then we realize when contraction occurs that we automatically go there again. So what we did that was really powerful this morning was my husband Paul and I this year went and did probably one of the best things we've ever done. And that was we went to Dr. Joe Dispenza's progressive course and then his advanced course. And it was this beautiful retreat in Cancun. And we did it together in Cancun with two beautiful friends of ours, and we all went so much deeper in ourselves and our relationship. But it was a retreat that took us beyond the mind, and as we went beyond the mind, we also went beyond the body. And a gift that one of the many gifts I received from Dr. Joe Dispenza was, this body is really clever. And it convinces us that we're listening to the mind, but really it's just taking us down the pathways of habit all the time. And our mind just stays asleep, and it's really cushy there because we can just do what we're comfortable doing and be who we're comfortable being and live how we're comfortable living. And there's no stretch in that. So I noticed that anytime anyone wants to challenge themselves, and either go deeper, you know, with personal development, or in their business, really expand themselves. You know, that image for me, it's like dream big and then dream bigger and then dream bigger and then dream bigger again. And it gets to that point of, but can I really do it? They're not believing in it anymore. They're not believing in the vision. The collective vision is falling. And what I would speak to that, and what I tell myself is your vision still clear, Vanessa? Is where I'm at right now where I need to be? Am I so clear on what I'm choosing in on that nothing's going to sway me? And if I feel like I'm swaying and moving, and I'm honest with myself, I say, okay, so let's bring that vision of that future possibility back of what I'm bringing in. And Dr. Joe taught us this really well. I would encourage you all to read or listen to the audio of Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. He's also written his new book as well, which was released on being that supernatural you. I can't remember the title exactly. I have it at home waiting to read for our next trip to America in a couple of days. So for me, it's like, you know, I talk a lot with you all about aligning with the divine, right? Because that God spark within us awakens. And that is so magical. That is so beautiful. That's reclaiming our birthright. But see, as we do that, we inspire others to do the same, right? Because as our light is bright and touches others, then their light lightens and brightens, and their light is able to touch more and more people. So as I stand here with you all with this talking stick, I would like to say to you that I don't get it all right all of the time. And I am perfectly imperfect as I am, and am open to being a blank slate every day to create with the divine, to be the best version of myself. I am open to waking up and saying, I know nothing, I am nothing. And step into that energy of I am no one, I'm nobody, nowhere, no space and no time, so that I can now step into a field of being open to infinite possibilities beyond time and beyond space. I can write them down a bit later, Barrett. I'm on my phone, so it's hard to write, but it's Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza, D-I-S-P for Paul, E-N for Nelly, Z-A, Dr. Joe Dispenza. And he has amazing meditations and journeys to take you on. So this morning I was doing my meditation, and I was doing a beautiful, it's called the breath. And it's one that, oh my gosh, I've had in my life for a long time, and I hadn't done for a long time. And people call it the Kundalini breath, or the dragon breath, the serpent. It's in ancient tradition, people allow it in ancient traditions, it's often seen as this serpent unraveling from the base of your spine, winding up your spine and opening up at the head. Really what this is waking up the divine spark within you. That's okay, Barrett. So it's waking up that divine spark within you, and it stretches you, and you access the truth of who you are, because you dip into the infinite realm of possibilities and you create from that space beyond your mind. So it's beyond anything you can imagine. This is really key here. So you create a vision, and you get really clear on that vision of what it is you choose to call forth. You create it, and you let that go out with your intentions. Right, so this is the electrical currents that are emitted out into the universe. That's that signal being released to the universe, right? And your heart is going to act as the magnet, drawing it to you. So what you do is you take that vision and you associate it now, you tie it up with, you engage it with, you increase its magnitude with an elevated emotion. So joy, love, and gratitude I love working with. And gratitude, I know you've heard it a million times from me before, but it's true. And even Dr. Joe says it's the greatest form of receivership, okay? So there you go, a doctor saying it. It's based on pure science, right? So you can believe it now. So as you increase the power of this vision by sitting in this energy of gratitude, you're magnifying it, right? And you are calling it to you from your heart. The key is you have the vision with this, what he calls an elevated emotion, and then you send it out to the universe. So you surrender it to that higher intelligence. You can call it God, you can call it spirit, source, higher intelligence, whatever you like, right? Whatever resonates with you. Do this according to you and your beliefs, right? So you send that out, and what happens is you come to a true point of true surrender. Surrender isn't just lying on your back and going, oh, I'll just go with the flow, right? It's not just, oh, it'll happen when it happens. there is something, there is merit in divine timing, right? This isn't what I'm talking about. Surrender that most people talk about is just sitting on their laurels and hoping it comes to them, and then moaning life and bemoaning life when it doesn't come. This is super powerful. This is intentionalizing something, and it's taking that intention, sending it out to the universe with the energy and power of your gratitude as though it already is, because there's another part of you already living it, already being it, and you are bringing that to you, and you're drawing it in through that big beautiful heart of yours. Right? So Dr. Joe, what's so beautiful is he goes through all of the science of it. He goes deeply into the quantum physics in a way that we can all understand and we can all access. I feel so blessed that my dad brought me up with this stuff. And I feel so blessed that I've gone to these courses with Dr. Joe this year that I can share with all of you. But I can engage in my life, and our children are feeling and seeing the difference, and they can engage it in their lives as well. So, pure intention with an elevated emotion, and then you hand it over to the universe. Okay? Now, today, what was so beautiful was we did this together with our leaders, our doTERRA leaders, that our main business that we share for those that don't know. And it was so beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was like each night we've come together in our sacred circle with this walking stick. And this morning I got to bear witness for something extraordinary and watch people that I love so deeply light up in a whole new way. And I feel so grateful because they did it themselves. No one did it for them. They're doing it. They're claiming whatever it is that they want in their lives. They're sending that intention out. They're wrapping that up in that elevated emotion, and they're magnetizing it to them. And I would love this for each and every one of you, for this to happen for you in your lives. Something that's really powerful for me that I'm sending out to the universe, and that I feel is singing to my heart and expanding it in a way that I haven't had before for a long time, is why I share doTERRA and these essential oils and plant medicine so much and so far around the world, is definitely my love of Mother Earth and her gifts, these natural solutions to health, so that we feel empowered. But a big reason is because I really want to see this next generation empowered with their own box of essential oils as they go to, fully empowered to choose what they want and self-administer, right? So I am so deeply touched by doTERRA because they have beautiful humanitarian work that they do. And you've all seen Paul and I, and a lot of the other leaders, for those that are following those as well. We went to Nepal earlier this year, and while I was in the UK, Paul was in Africa on a service trip with doTERRA. So 2 this year, and it's been really powerful. And that's where this talking stick is that I introduced earlier, and I've had with me this whole conversation with you all. So for me, what I really love is that they have such powerful causes that they support, that it opens my heart in ways that I didn't imagine. And one of the ways is Operation Underground Railroad. So you can look that up. It's called OUR. And what doTERRA have done is they've created this bottle of hope, which is like a pure fume. It's pure essential oils in a carrier oil. And you can anoint yourselves and put it on you, and it smells magnificent. It has the fractionated coconut oil, bergamot, ylang-ylang, frankincense, of course. We all need Frankie Boy in our lives, and the vanilla bean extract. So it's pure essential oils in a carrier oil and vanilla bean extract. And it opens the heart to so much joy and self-love and wonder, and really helps to heal and work with that inner child as well as smelling absolutely glorious. And what I love about it is each time us wellness advocates or customers in doTERRA purchase a bottle of hope, every cent goes to Operation Underground Railroad. This is going toward helping to free these children from the sex trafficking industry. That sings to me, it sings to my husband as well. we feel totally blessed that we're both so in alignment with this. So my mission, and what I'd love to share with all of you right now, and hope that you can all share it with those you love, and for those sharing doTERRA as well and living this as a lifestyle, or maybe even engaging in it as a business, that you can inspire your trees as well to do this, is what would it be like if we could inspire everyone, all the wellness advocates and wholesale customers in the world of doTERRA, to buy a bottle of hope on their order every single month, or for those that aren't ordering every month, every time they order, because every cent of this goes to Operation Underground Railroad, who are committed to freeing children from the sex trafficking industry. It's the one industry that keeps escalating in number. It's not diminishing, you guys. So this is something that really sings to my heart. I'm sure each of you can really resonate with this as well. These children live a horror story life, right? So if we can contribute to their freedom and their sovereignty once more, and their healing, for them to be whole again, wouldn't that be gorgeous? Who would love to join me on this? Who would love to instigate this wave of love where everyone is purchasing hope oils, where here we can say, this is the gift for the teacher this year, this is the gift for this carer, this is the gift for you because I love you, birthday gifts, anniversary gifts, whatever it is, this becomes meaningful, right? This is something that we can serve the world with. And I'm seeing all the hearts going. Thank you guys. Yep, keep the hearts going if you want to join me on this mission, because really, if we can all just buy one hope oil per month, can you imagine the wave that that's going to have? Can you imagine how your heart's going to feel as you connect with child after child after child, because your intention is to help free them, right? So that's what I'm proposing. That's what I would love to bring now to the energy of Australia and New Zealand and everywhere in the world, that we can all buy this hope oil and share it. Just give it to people, gift it on with the story behind the hope oil, so they too are inspired to purchase this hope oil. Let this be one of those things that's bought every single month. Let it replace your perfumes. No more toxicity. Give it to the kids at school, their teachers, to thank them for being so awesome, for having these kids, homeschoolers and the facilitators, tutors, whatever it is, horse riding teachers, sports coaches, whatever it is, everyone can relate to hope. Everyone wants more hope in their life, and we can bring it back. So what do you say, you guys? Are we excited by this? I'm super excited. I feel like I have a whole passion in me that's been ignited in a way that I couldn't ever imagine. So I'm motivated by this. I'm really inspired by this, and I hope all of you are as well, and that each of you can purchase this bottle of hope and inspire your beautiful, magnificent trees and your businesses to be purchasing this every single month. It's the gift that will keep giving and giving and giving. Some of these children are made to perform, I don't know, 30 to 50, sometimes I've heard up to 50 to 60 times a day. Let's bring hope back to this beautiful earth. Let's bring hope back to our hearts. Let's bring hope back to these children that have had their lives stolen from them, right? This is something happening right now. Don't close your eyes to it. Don't just let it sit there in the shadow because you can't see it happening, and it's not happening to someone close to you, God forbid. Please know that it is someone's child out there. Someone's child has been taken under the pretense of a better life. Let me take your child and educate her or him. Let me clothe them. Let me look after them and house them. And instead they live in a horror. They're living in the worst conditions. And they're made to do things that you or I would never ever do in a lifetime, let alone in a day. So, talking stick in hand, I say to you, from my heart to yours, I'm choosing to bring the hope back to this world. Where I once felt completely overwhelmed in this as to what I could do as one person, I now feel inspired and ignited and empowered that I can make a difference. We have just under 50,000 people in our tree of love in doTERRA, and all of you have how many you have, whether that's 1 or 100,000 or 1 million under you, it doesn't matter. All it takes is one person to make a choice to put this on their next order, and the order after that, and after that, on every single order, so that we can make a difference, because doTERRA are giving every single cent that we spend on hope to Operation Underground Railroad. Please go look them up if you don't know about them. But they are bringing hope back to children's lives and families' lives. Let's keep these kids safe. Let's not turn our eye anymore, or our back on anything that's going on in the world anymore. Instead, let's be a heart force. Let's magnetize to us brilliant ways from that infinite realm of possibilities beyond our understanding, ways that we can make a difference in the world, ways that we can create and expand together. So, are you with me? Do you want to float up some hearts if you'd like to join me with this? If you can all inspire your beautiful trees to purchase hope. And please be sharing what hope does for the world. Please be sharing what's happening in the sex trafficking industry, so people know that it's not just in second world and third world countries. People think developing countries is all that this kind of thing happens in. It's not. It's happening right here in our backyard. So please help us. Please help the children. And let's stand together as one tree, as one heart, as each bottle makes a difference to the lives of millions of children. Thank you all so much for joining me. Shall we come together with our hand over our hearts? And if you'd like to join me, just closing your eyes or leaving them open if you're somewhere in nature and you want to connect that way. And holding that vision of our hearts joined together, as many of us as possible, purchasing Hope Blend, this beautiful essential oil melody. Holding that vision that we are changing lives by doing this. Seeing in that vision children transforming. Children now with a new opportunity and hope before them. It's a long road ahead. Are you willing to engage it with me? Now I want you to breathe that into your heart and wrap it up in gratitude. Feel it as though it already is there. Feel the gratitude. Let that smile dance across your lips. Let your heart fill with love and with gratitude. For this is a powerful mission, you guys. Breathe that into your heart. Feel it as though it already is. Let your body's cells respond as though it's already happening. It is happening. Right now, we are part of the solution. We are bringing hope back into the lives of the multitudes. Our voice is being heard by many. They're being inspired to purchase these bottles of hope every single month, every single order that they do. Share the story every class, every one-on-one. Let the world know what would otherwise stay in the shadows or the darkness. Let the world hear it. Let them be touched by it and inspired by it, so that every single person now walking through that door and opening their hearts to doTERRA essential oils are also opening their hearts to a new way of being, not just for themselves, but for these children that are trapped in slavery and sex trafficking at that. So take a full deep breath and let that come in your vision of what life would look like. All of us joining together, purchasing this bottle of hope every single order. And for those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, send me a message and I will show you how you can have your own order of this beautiful bottle of hope, so that every cent that you spend on hope is going to Operation Underground Railroad to free children from this sex trafficking industry. Or speak to that beautiful soul who's already been talking to you about this. Be touched. Be moved. Let your hearts open. Let your soul sing you to those infinite possibilities that exist for you right now to make the biggest difference you can ever make in the world. Take a full deep breath. And on the out breath, release that vision. Just hand it over to that higher intelligence. Hand it over to the universe, to God. Whatever your belief is, hand it over now to that higher intelligence with joy in your heart, with love in your heart, and all wrapped up in gratitude. Release it now. With your hand over your heart, let's just take a deep breath together. And if it feels right for you, let's just breathing in. Let's extend the R sound, the sound of our heart. When you're ready, open your eyes. With this bottle, you guys, and the abundance we all have, we can purchase one of these a month, gift it on to someone in need who we know will change their lives and bring them joy and bring hope back. It's going to fill them with love. It's going to fill them with gratitude and joy of joys. And it's going to help some child out there to be freed from the horror of the life that they've been subjugated to without choice. Kerry Harper has put a link on there for you all. Thank you so much, sister. That will take you to looking at that Hope Touch Essential Oil Blend. And for those of you that don't have your own doTERRA wholesale account and you feel like you're missing out, you are. Message me or message the sweet, beautiful soul who introduced you to doTERRA and ask how you can get this hope into your life to change the lives of many. I love you all so much. Thank you for standing with me and by me as I share from my vulnerable heart to yours, as I connect with you in truth with this beautiful talking stick, with my heart, and with the power of Mama Earth. You can see all around me, I'm immersed in my favorite place, aren't I? The trees. Very happy. And with this, with these essential oils created by doTERRA. I love you all. Have a gorgeous, gorgeous day. I'm celebrating you all, and I'm celebrating your courage to stand with me and the many who have done this. I was inspired by Seth Risenmay to do this, and I hope I have inspired you to now go and do this and to share this with the world. Let's bring the hope back. I love you all so much. Thank you. Mwah. I'm feeling so much love right now. Thank you, guys. See you. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to show you this last bit in nature so you can just connect with her like I am.